Hey guys, I'm out and about in the sunshine, as you can tell. Look, outdoors! Amazing. Usually I'm in the store. I've had one of those weeks where you have obligation reading. I had a book that was due back at the library 2 weeks ago, and it was an interlibrary loan, so I couldn't renew it. But I just wasn't in the mood to read it, and then I felt guilty if I read any other book, and you know how it goes, right? So, yeah. Anyway, I finally gave up on that book. It was good, but it wasn't what I was in the mood for. And, but yeah, like a whole week without reading. Though I played on the internet a lot, so, you know, that made up for it, right? Anyway, I wanted to tell you about a book today. I wanted to review a book called 84 Charing Cross Row by Helen Hanff. And it opens this way. October 5th, 1949. Gentlemen, your ad in the Sunday Review of Literature says that you specialize in out-of-print books. The phrase antiquarian booksellers scares me somewhat, as I equate antique with expensive. I'm a poor writer with an antiquarian taste in books, and all the things I want are impossible to get over here, except in very expensive rare editions, or in Barnes & Noble's grimy, marked-up schoolboy copies. I enclose a list of my most pressing problems. If you have clean second-hand copies of any of the books on the list, for no more than $5 each, will you please consider this a purchase order and send them to me? Very truly yours, Helen Hanff. So, obviously, it's a book of letters between Helen, who is a writer in New York City, and a second-hand bookstore in London, located at 84 Charing Cross Road. It's an adorable little book. It's only 95 pages, and it's, I don't know, I guess the word would be charming. So it starts out all professional between Helen and Frank, who's the main book buyer at Marks & Co. But it quickly becomes a friendship between them, and between Helen and Frank's family and his co-workers. The correspondence actually is mainly between the two of them, but there are also letters from Frank's wife and his daughter and Cecily and, Frank's next door neighbor and all sorts of things. And it mainly starts because during, in 1949, Britain was undergoing rationing. So like a family would have 2 ounces of meat per family per week. And like 2 eggs, no, 1 egg per adult per week, something like that. And so Helen sends them a care package to the store, including a 6-pound ham, and then worries that they're kosher. But, and from there it just becomes this wonderful friendship that continues for 20 years. And it's a really, really short book. I mean, 95 pages. But at least in the edition I have, it's bundled with another book called The Duchess of Bloomsbury Street, which is actually Helen's diaries from when she finally goes to London in 1971, following the publication of 84 Charing Cross Road. And they're just, they made me laugh out loud, they made me cry a little, just really heartwarming, wonderful book. You guys probably know me and my obsession with books written in the form of letters. There's Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, which is basically a fictionalized, well, not fictionalized version, the fiction equivalent of this book. Well, I better get out of the sun or I'm going to be a lobster tomorrow. But maybe next time I'll tell you about my obsession with literary priests.